Hey everybody, Jessica Kubasi here. In today's tutorial, I'm going to go over something that's very important, and it's not only important in post-processing, it's very important when you're shooting too. And not a lot of people do this, which I find a little weird, but that's okay because when I first started, I didn't even know this existed. So one thing I can't stress that is very important is shooting in RAW. So I'm going to show you the difference between shooting in RAW and shooting in JPEG. Now, when you first buy a camera, when you're first starting out, your settings will probably be set to JPEG. But if you're using a more professional SLR, there should be an option to shoot in RAW. And I will make a tutorial on how to change your settings on that. But for now, I'm just going to go over the image part of it, which is showing you the differences between RAW and JPEG. So this right here, this was shot RAW, but I'm going to pull up a this is how it would be if it was just a JPEG. So as you can see, there's nothing special. It is, the lighting's not that great. So let's say you took this RAW. How are you going to fix this image? Obviously, you're gonna have to do a little bit of magic on here. I mean, I'm gonna try to show you guys. It is gonna be tough to fix this just as a JPEG. So I'm literally gonna show you guys what I would do if I was gonna fix this the best that I can. I will show you why I'm doing this in just a moment. I will explain to you why. I'm going to just go quickly and just kind of like do a little mock-up of if I were to try to fix this, how would it look like as a JPEG again. Okay, so, God, this sucks already. Damn, this is hard. Okay, so I literally can't, I don't even know how I'd make this better. So this is, again, this is just a JPEG, and this is really the best I can do to it. That looks really ugly, but okay. So this is the best that I could do with this image, and again, I shot this underexposed. I don't think I was paying attention to the ISO. It was badly lit inside. So why am I showing you this? What's the point of this? I'm going to show you how the file would be if it were a RAW image, okay? This is RAW. When you open up a JPEG, it simply opens up like normal. When you are shooting in RAW, you get a window saying camera RAW. And this is the best feature because if you shot underexposed, if you shot overexposed, you can fix it. So as you can see, look, I'm able to literally just change the temperature. I can change the exposure. Look how nice it fixes it. You can get rid of some of the shadows. I mean, this is a tricky image because I did use a high ISO. But I'm gonna try to fix this just a tiny bit. Now I'm gonna just literally just do this in RAW. There we go. Now look at that difference, and now this is again RAW, the RAW window. So I'm gonna just open after I made all those changes. Oh my god. Can you guys see the difference? JPEG, this is a JPEG, this is RAW, shooting in RAW. RAW saves your data so that you're able to make changes if you do make a mistake. I cannot stress how important this is, and I'm going to show you guys another example. I shot these flowers, and I'm going to show you them in JPEG. This is JPEG right here. I just made this into a JPEG. Let's say you shot this image and it's JPEG. What the hell can you do? You literally can't save this image. It's a goner. You might as well like have a funeral for this image because it's gone. I mean, you could do something like that. Okay, let me try to fix this. Let me work my little magician skills in Photoshop. I think I'm like a Photoshop wizard, right? Okay, this is, I don't even know. God, that's embarrassing. Okay, anyways. This is JPEG, okay? Let me pull up the RAW file. So again, I was shooting this with a flash and I wasn't paying attention to the overexposure that happened. So that's okay because RAW fixes it. RAW is like your best friend. It's always there to help you. It's like, hey, you messed up. I'm here for you. I'm gonna give you a hug. So literally, look, watch this. I can literally save this image. And it's not gonna be perfect. I mean, there are still gonna be some loss of detail, but I mean, it's a miracle worker. It's like a really good therapist. It's just there. It's going to talk you through it. It's going to save you from a lot of pain and tears. So again, this is the JPEG. I mean, really, can you beat that? I love you, Raw. If Raw was a person, I would just hug them all the time. Okay. So again, this is my JPEG attempt to save. And this is after editing too. I tried to save it. And then this is just raw. And you can see, let me show you guys the original. Look at, there's like not even detail here. But for raw, it brought back all those details. Do you see that? Do you see that? I mean, it's crazy. It's awesome. Another thing that I like about raw is, let me pull up another image. You can pull out a lot of details. So I'll show you guys this image that I took of a bride. Let's say you wanted more detail over here. That's not even a problem anymore. What I do is I would open this image, and then I would open a copy of it. I would open another raw copy, and I would just lower the exposure, and then you can mask it out, which I will quickly show you how to do. And if I just paste what I just did and then invert a mask, and I have a tutorial on this if you guys are confused, and I can just do that, and I can just bring back the detail and one of the parts that I lost detail, which I think is really nice. And again, you would not be able to do this if you shot JPEG. It would just be impossible. So I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that you guys start shooting in RAW because it's extremely useful and you can get a lot out of it. It's better than JPEG. JPEG sucks. So, I mean, JPEG doesn't suck, but I mean, come on guys, don't take it personally. So anyways, I hope that you guys start shooting RAW. I'll probably make another tutorial based on Lightroom because Lightroom handles RAW files a little bit differently than it does JPEG. So I'll probably make another tutorial, but this is just a quick one just to kind of give you an idea of why you should shoot in RAW because people always ask me. And yeah, so I hope you guys got something out of this tutorial, and if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thank you guys for watching.